saw it on every house in the 9th Ward. That was probably the first ward to get hit when they blew open the and then he goes down as he travels deeper into the ward. Now you got to check this out, because I was talking to Chris, and if you read the communique, I've actually kind of edited it. If you read it, he says, as you're going into the areas that they don't want to report on, the water gets blacker. The scene becomes more somber, eerie. How many people saw the Skeleton Key? How many people saw Venom? All right, these movies were shot before the shit hit.
Right.
If you're looking at Venom and you're seeing this, the horror monster coming out the bar, just imagine your whole city covered in that shit. The soldiers they said they encountered there were staring straight ahead. They were like shell-shocked out of Iraq, because they were taken straight from Iraq into their homeland. The mentality of the people in there, they didn't speak. They like look through you. Straight up, when you saw that movie, Apocalypse Now, remember the faces? The eyes? The battle worn? He said, when you go in, the stench is like dead meat. And it hovers like a cloud over the city, over the ward itself. And when you turn down certain streets, there's like 3 feet of water, then 6, then 8, because they're on these hills in different areas. So it's flooded at different levels. And when he went over the top of one of them, as you travel deeper in, you see spray painted along the walls, "Fuck Bush. Them bitches flooded us." Let me say that again. The people know. So they had to go.
People in the 9th Ward that they went after.
Yes, because the 9th Ward, wait, you're heading ahead or you're ahead of me? The 9th Ward is where the work was done.
Yeah. That was the mission.
The 9th Ward is the mission where you went to get your spiritual work done. So they let it die. They killed the African spirituality in that area. And he went over to the soldiers and he said, "Y'all gonna clean up these bodies?" And that's what he said. The dude looked at him and said, "No." And just walked away. Said he shot him a cold look like he was gonna shoot him for asking the question. But nobody's speaking. He said there's a silence in there. You may hear a truck every now and then. But all along the houses is this particular symbol with different numbers at the bottom for the dead.
Actually, I have a picture, actually photographed it, and also with that with those symbols.
Right.
I can bring it to you.
Okay, next time good. But that's what's going on.
I believe everything you see.
Right. Now, I'm going to go to show you something very quickly. That's HARP again, and the vectors of energy, how it's used. This is how HARP, from this point, affects the areas when you are looking at the operation of HARP. Okay. Now, this is one of the installations where HARP is.
What does HARP stand for?
High Active Auroral Research Project. Okay? HAARP. High Active Auroral Research Project. Quite sure. Matter of fact, they're not calling these things hurricanes anymore. They're calling them harpicanes. Let me get it right. High Frequency Active Auroral Research Project. FIPA, F-I-P-A, is Frequency Independent phased array antenna. And also there is not only FIPA and HARP, but also there's another one that's HIPAS, which is, forgot it. High independent high power auroral stimulation. Alright? Now, that's part of HARP. This is one of the installations. Check this. That's a picture taken of it while camouflage.
Camouflage, okay. Invisible, like you said.
Invisible.
From the ear.
From the air you can't see that because it's reflecting the surroundings with a special alloy that the surface is made from. So when they turn on the image projector, you get that from the up in the air, so you can't bomb it. That's another installation with a very special paint alloy. Much of what the soldiers are using now is a backpack so they can disappear.
Underground is about a mile of a city.
No, you got to remember, they are adapting to all terrains, just like this. I'll do it again.
Right.
These are special alloys, special paints, special mirror projections. I see my brother in the back got a little bit of some information for heart.
Oh, okay.
These pieces of information from the air, you cannot see it. Again, standing right there. Check.
Check.
Are you looking at the way your technology, you see this technology's been out for like, 20 years. But when we out there 25 years, we out there telling you this shit. People say, what the fuck is wrong with it? Yes, brother, quick.
Look up phase conjugated materials.
Phase conjugated material.
Yeah.
Brother said, look up phase conjugated materials.
Yes, there's I've been trying to get a material to do some of my inventions.
Right.
I can't get it in the States, I have to order it outside.
Okay.
But there's one material, there's indium,
Indium,
one, monoatomic elements,
monoatomic elements.
which is one, and there's another one, which is another alloy. It escapes me right now, but there's
Yes,
another.
but it's supposed to.
There's quite a few of them, but they're using that for that.
Yes, for that. And this is what they got for the
Special
UFO
process.
technology process.
Get your hands on it.
Yes. We're trying to get our hands on it.
There we
Check
go.
the jet.
There we go.
Same thing. That's where you get your stealth energy from.
Right.
This guy, these jets are trained to fly very low on the terrain. Extremely low on the terrain. But here, I want to show you. This is a picture of HARP. This is a picture of HARP. There's your aircraft alert antenna, the temporary radiometer. There's a 48 element high frequency antenna array. 48 element high frequency antenna array. Now you have to remember that each element vibrates at a specific frequency. So these antennas are set to the harmonic variances of the element. And remember you all said, well, what the fuck is he teaching us about accretion? Remember I did that thing on accretion. And I showed you that as an element goes through the accretion process, through a morphogenetic field, it creates the next element up. There's only one element, but the accretion process of the hydrogen goes through whatever is necessary of the vibratory wave environment in order to create the environmental elements that fit the environment. So through the accretion process, the element itself begins to change. The hydrogen element changes all into these supposedly 88 different types of elements, which is really one element. But what it is doing, it is phase shifting and adjusting to all of the elemental potentials that are in the environment that it occupies. Okay? See, I told you to study my tapes, because this is what this is about. But what they got now is, where did it go?
something. Bill,
Yeah.
something else. Look up, there's a Japanese scientist in Tokyo. He has
Right.
the,
You got the invisible
garment.
coat.
Yeah, the garment.
Yes.
Which is a laser.
A laser, right?
And there's a phase conjugated material that he's wearing.
Right.
The laser actually picks up the
The
surrounding.
surroundings, and then it reflects it off of him.
You're seeing right through.
Can't see through him. You see right through him. Exactly. Where is it? Again, changing light, bending it, using laser projections. And what you saw at the beginning was the way that the phase array projected outward from the source. And you no longer see hot. Same thing. Now, last and not least, because we're getting ready to close out and I'm going to take it to the next phase. Ladies and gentle people.
Phil.
Yeah, I know we got 5 minutes.
No, Phil. Sister Myra's here.
Oh, Sister Myra's here. Yes. Where is Sister Myra? Come here, my love. We'll put her on the tape. Okay. Brothers and sisters, I'm about to take you to the next phase of the last phase. Oh, I gotta take out the box first, right? Okay. I'm about to close out my virgin journey. How am I doing, y'all? Trying my best.
Good.
Leaving all the rest, you know. This technology stuff definitely can be my bag. I can learn it, but it ain't something I want to be all into. Brothers and sisters, the final phase of our lecture. Please, Queen, you gotta get us. Let's get a chair for Queen. Where is that? Okay, she can have this one. Thank you very much, brother.
Might be better to go around that way. She's not going this way.
Good chair.
You all like this. First and foremost, we're going to go down here to show. How you doing, sister? All right. Right. How's this go up? How you put up volume? It's up already. It's not on.
There we go.
There it is. It's not on.
You gotta turn it up, that's all.
It's up, the volume is up, that's high.
Turn it up.
Searching for survivors and return to the streets
Look at
to
this.
keep violence in that city under control. Armed looters are roaming the streets. It is feared violence could spin out of control.
Do you
It
hear
won't
that?
stop right now.
Try to save those who made it through the storm, but may not survive the aftermath. I know you've been looking throughout the day at the New Orleans and the Louisiana Superdome and down on the interstate off-ramp, the human tragedy here. So many people who have escaped from flooded homes and have absolutely nowhere to go. They are walking down bridges on a 90-plus degree day with no real destination, with no instructions about where they may be able to get help, with no real possibility for food. Not yet. Over to the left, along the Superdome, by the hundreds and hundreds they come, and down, track along the bottom of the Superdome, past the bus, all the way down to the ramps. These are the very ramps which you would walk up to for a Super Bowl or for a New Orleans Saints game. And today, people who for days have been out in the sun with no food and water, wait and wait for some place to go. To the right, you can see a chopper landing, and this has been the scene constantly throughout the day. Go out if you would. And this huge landing strip here that's been set up on the roof deck next to the Superdome reminds me of nothing less than a helicopter field just outside a military base in